the third of our series on the state of Russia. Jonah Hall reports from the city of Perm in the Ural Mountains about the problems claiming so many young lives.
Be it the cold or the culture, drinking has long been a very Russian way of celebrating life. But alcohol has more recently become one of Russia's biggest killers, hitting harder and much younger in a society wallowing in poverty and social decay. Alcohol and drugs. The Urals city of Perm is one, like many others in Russia, facing a crisis of addiction.
Many of the addicts in the city of Perm will at one point or another have ended up here in a clinic that specializes in the treatment of drug and alcohol addiction. Treatments range from the very passive to the extreme.
Electric shock therapy is a popular treatment for the worst cases. Highly effective in countering severe addiction, relief tends to be short-term unless followed by intensive rehab. But Russia is ill-equipped. Only a third of its regions offer state rehabilitation facilities. Some are so basic that Human Rights Watch cites them as a violation of the right to health.
We were not ready for this problem, and we didn't do enough to prevent it. Now we're working in that direction. The youth also were psychologically not ready to defend themselves against drugs.
Addiction starts early. Smokers have more than doubled in Russia since the collapse of the Soviet Union. Smoking at school is barely frowned upon. Harder substances follow after hours. Police raids on bars and nightclubs are a sign of slow official awakening. Though the numbers may be much higher, there are an estimated 1.5 million addicts between the ages of 11 and 24. 500,000 are alcoholics under 16.
The worst case scenario is that there will be a generation of people who are physically incapable of working, who are going to be dying at a very young age because of chronic alcohol abuse and substance abuse.
Love's Bridge is a charity refuge for Perm's runaways and street children. Many have fled parental abuse in alcoholic homes, becoming addicts themselves to survive. 20-year-old Irina is trying to finish school and kick drugs. Now back at home, she's in recovery.
Everything is for sale. The first one tries it, offers it to another. The other likes it and gives it to a third. Everything goes very quickly from there.
For Misha, the chances of recovery are slim. By age 35, heroin has ruined his life.
It destroyed my family and my relationships. It's the devil's medicine, that's what I think. And then, it's simply hell.
The state may have built enormous wealth in oil and gas, but little has been done to address Russia's social ills. President Putin has made tackling drug and alcohol abuse a national priority. But it will be for the next president to reform society, refurbish a healthcare system unable to cope, and re-inspire Russia's future generations. Jonah Hall, Al Jazeera, Perm.